Grand rising, everyone. I am Stardust Diamond. Thank you, Mother Earth, for being alive every day. Thank you for breathing this beautiful Mother Earth. Thank you for the roof and food and clothes. Amen. Namaste Satu. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I am smart. I am creative. I am confident. I am strong. I can adapt. I can grow my own garden. I can manifest a better Mother Earth. And I can treat others the way I want to be treated, so it'd be a peaceful Mother Earth. Amen. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for joining, sending lots of love, light, healing, and protection. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for leaving beautiful messages. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Thank you for adding to the family on Instagram. We are all considered as family. I consider you all as family, as brothers and sisters, as we all grow on this emotional journey of our chakras, of our emotions. Each other day that we continue to go through these lessons on this planet Earth. As we slowly start to figure out all of this stuff that's coming out of this Truman Show, this is an illusion, this matrix, this program. As people are slowly starting to realize that the organic ones have done everything impossible to keep people divided. Like name brand clothes, which are made in a different place, and you can get them a lot cheaper out there. They're exposing that, how they charge a lot of money for these program clothes and name brands and stuff. I was never about that stuff when I was growing up. I just, clothes is clothes. I just wear what I wanted to wear. And then if anybody has a problem with it, I say, are you wearing the item? And if they say no, well, then I like it. And that's what counts. That's what counts in people's journeys. Your opinion is the only thing that counts. You like it, you wear it. You want to do it, you do it. It's always your choices. You have all these other people in your ear telling like it can't happen and all this other stuff. It can. Everything can. You can succeed if you put your full focus and your thoughts to it. Because people have to keep reminding that we create our reality. Our words, our thoughts create reality. That's why I'm constantly working on myself, trying. Because in this matrix, we got all these lessons around these narcissists. So we can set boundaries, find self-love, and look in a mirror and say, I love you, you're enough. You're worthy and you're loved and you're beautiful, you're handsome, and that's what we need to continue to keep going. I know it's quite hard with all this negativity. It's very emotional. It gets all your emotions, your frustrations, your angers. You're like, I have to be an alchemy. I gotta just let that person do what they want to do, because then their karma will come to them eventually. It's all about this emotions of growing into our original old souls of ourselves. Once this solar flare hits and all this DNA and all our memories come back, but a lot of people are still programmed. But there is tons there is tons and tons and tons of people who are waking up, which is wonderful news. We have people all around the world that are starting to go together and not want this program liberal stuff to win. We don't want those people to win. They're not going to win. because, Ismael says it's the positive time. So I guess maybe all the negative people are getting replaced by the good people. Thank you to the Galaxy Alliance, the light, all the beautiful other souls, and all the other ETs that are positive, that are good and helping. And I'm always thankful and grateful for them, because we be asleep, and then people just wake up. They'll eventually, everything eventually will come to, right? But it takes time. Everything takes time. Because these inorganic ones are still constantly trying to spray us constantly. But there's always, I think I said this before, but in Florida, they are banning that stuff from happening, and other places too. I think Texas too, from that spraying us and all these chemicals, and all these chemicals in our clothes and our foods, and all this program, and they keep downing the children, and in the program schools, they just want them to get ready for those 9-to-5 jobs in those programs, but we can all succeed. We don't need to be in that bubble. They want to take away people's imagination away, their creativity. When I was really young, when I didn't watch program TV then. Nala. Oh, Nala's playing. And Miley's over there. Here. She's playing with the Nerf little blue thing. Oh, she was. Maybe she's playing with something else. You're distracted. Nala, what you getting? Nala? Now I don't know what she's getting. And then Miley's like, what are you doing? We will get through this time, okay? It's just one step at a time. It's all these emotions and everything that is completely built up. And in this program world, constantly with that school program, yeah. We don't need to ask to use the facilities. We should just be able to go to the facilities, because it's a natural thing, and it's important not to hold. It's important to go when you have to go. But the school programs, they have it other ways. It took me about 3 years to get my son to stop putting his hand up. And he was doing it at home to use the facility. He was asking, and I told him, every time you're at home, you go when you have to go. You don't need to ask permission. We need to stop this stuff. See, this is nonsense. This is the type of things they do to the children, and then they got them all in this delusional world, believing all their stuff, which is not acceptable. Not acceptable. But you know what? Things are starting to unravel, which is really wonderful. And people, I was hoping that these clones they would talk about the clones yet, and how the lights already took out a lot of the bad people, the real bad people. Whoa, Nala, she is hyper. My goodness. Nah, hey, babe. Oh, jeez. Oh, look at these two. What are they doing? Look at her tail. Now his tail is going back and forth, Miley. My lovely cats. You just keep going, you guys. There's this Pope gentleman that they're saying he's passed, but Ismael said that he was a clone, that he's already been taken out a long time ago. He was working for the negative. People are just going to be in shock about about people who are passed but they're actually alive, like Princess Diana and all this other JFK and that everybody. how the lights can go back in time and they save these people. You know, it's just everything will start unraveling about the truth, and maybe we can have actually truth happen in the school, actually meditations, and actually letting kids express themselves, and then learn to grow their own food. We can grow our own food. We can have natural, we can have free energies, free waters. We can manifest anything we want. That's why we need to get our thoughts. And I'm still keeping on the thought thing, like Dragon Ball Z. Like I said before, of being like a rock. Like, just, this matrix is a lie. A lot of anxiety, a lot of people are angry, and it's an old program, but you know, there's a lot of kind people out there. So I want to thank all of the people that have been helping me through times. You know, I always thank them. That's why I thank God and Jesus for sending those to help me through times. Amen. You know, I'm always thank you and gratitude every single day. Well, I did some work. The house is a little disarray. The cat, the child, it's fine. Tornadoes. I clean something and they mess it up. This is the work I did. I cleaned up this garden area. I got leaves all cleaned out. This is where the memory of all my cats and my dogs that passed away. See, I got the stone here. Always remember, forever loved. And I got cat, butterfly, that. I got 2 of those. That I got. The sun helped me clean this leaves in there. Somehow there's garbage in here. Oh my goodness! Ouch! Poked myself off of that rose bush. Owie! And then the beautiful flowers. Good thing I took pictures of them when I did. Just got this whole area cleaned up. And my special stones, footprints. You know, and I'm thinking I'm having to see how this greenhouse go this year and buy a new one, because this one I only had it for 1 year, but the plastic ripped on me. And I got some more of those lights that change colors. I gotta clean all the leaves in that area underneath and there, and I gotta get rid of that pile, and then I gotta clean all this stuff here. I got the sheds both cleaned. I did have the house clean. But you know, the sun's like a tornado. Well, I really appreciate you guys. You know, I'm gonna send love and light and healing. Do protect the bubble. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, angels. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, guys, for protecting us. Amen. Thank you, beautiful bird. I am enough. I am worthy. I am loved. I am never alone. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's always going to work out. Amen. Continue on your journey. If you're having a hard time meditating, just go out in bare feet and walk around for a little bit of time. You know, that's what I'm having a hard time getting back into meditating. But that's okay. We're going to continue to grow. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for joining. Sprinkle some stardust, and bye for now.